Greetings and welcome to your daily dosage of normie outrage and if those justifications are reasonable or not. Starting with the obvious, sound the alarms because pestilence is here, and he brought along with him Corona-chan, and they're both here to end all humanity. No. While the level of outrage spewed by normies over this isn't mostly crazy, you should definitely stock up on masks, you should get some hand sanitizer, and you should not use your bloody phone while wearing the mask and wearing gloves and then putting your hand on your face after using your phone. Keep your phone away. Also stock up on multivitamins. They're good. Yes, but unless you're, say, an old boomer or a Karen on a wheelie, you shouldn't have to worry too much about this pandemic. And no, I don't care what you say, World Health Organization. What y'all should be worried about is this. Most world governments, if not almost all of them, aren't Italy and South Korea, which means that the reaction to this whole mess isn't going to be organized, it's going to be an entire circus show. And worse, say if you happen to be in the United States, chances are you're gonna receive thousands upon thousands of dollars in medical bills if you decided to just follow basic common sense and go get yourself tested if you think that you might have the symptoms of Corona-chan. And most countries aren't even testing. I don't know why. Maybe because stock market desu might not like it. And speaking of stock market desu, here's where the disaster will happen. Since good old pestilence can't come anywhere without famine, that is right, the Dow is down, and down with it is a downward spiral of businesses closing down and the supply chain falling apart now that China is on hiatus. So how bad will it be? Well, if the spread of Corona-chan is contained within China, the stock market will still take a hit, and the supply chain will slow down. But suppliers in other countries will make bank off of it until the Corona-chan dies out in China. But if Corona-chan spreads throughout the rest of Asia, Europe, North Africa, North America, and South America, and of course, last but not least, Australia, as if they don't need any more disasters to begin with. Well, in that case, we're royally screwed, my friends. What will happen in this situation is a total disruption in the supply chain. And by that, I mean raw materials that are left to lose their shelf life, rendering them completely unusable again, creating tremendous waste in the process, being organic or inorganic, and plants that extract raw materials, being organic or inorganic, are also rendered dead since nobody is operating them due to Corona-chan hiatus. And because of that, factories that transform the raw materials into components or chemicals can't in turn be turned to the factories that make the finished products, rendering most industries on the planet completely frozen in the process. Food transport, gone. Textiles, gone. Energy, gone. Manufacturing, gone. And even transport itself, gone. The effects of this will be catastrophic on a level humanity has never seen before. So, how bad will it be? Boy, this is going to be a tough one to explain. So allow me to simplify. Suppose that Corona-chan spreads globally, and its effect causes a 1 month global hiatus. What would happen in 1 month of maximum Corona-chan hiatus? Well, if you happen to have a pre-existing condition, such as type 1 diabetes, cancer, HIV, etc., congratulations, you're screwed! Pharmaceuticals will probably run out in the first 2 weeks, and if you happen to be living in the US, it's even worse, since your insurance probably won't even let you stock on your life-saving medications. Hooray, America! And even if you manage to stock up on your meds, depending on your condition, you could be one power outage away from death. And suppose that you have a power generator and gallons of water stashed for several months. One medical emergency will do you over because some hospitals are already rejecting people because all the emergency rooms and ICU rooms are already full of people either with Corona-chan or suspected to have Corona-chan. But wait, you say, I'm young and healthy. Then guess what? Chances are you lost your job, as will many, many, many people, because there will be a global stock market crash. Restaurants will close down, hotels will close down, and cafes will close down, killing with them most of the hospitality industry. Many restaurants, such as fast food chain joints, will also close down, even if they're not related to tourism at all, because guess what? Most of plant-based goods, organic material, are going to be spoiled because no agriculture had ever been worked on for the past 1 month because of Corona-chan hiatus. So the only thing that's likely going to be open in the hospitality industry is going to be bars and pubs. Transport by air and water will also be frozen over. So if your job is neither of those, bye-bye for your job. Retail and sales will also take a massive hit since imports and exports of finished products and raw material will also be frozen after the Corona-chan hiatus due to that 1 month of absolutely no movement. So you're looking at the very least a job loss for 10 million people in the US alone. Mamma mia, I'm scared now, you say. That isn't the worst of it. If society is somewhat sane and decides not to bill people for rent and utilities during that month, it will not keep the more dangerous things that will occur in this hiatus. Food shortages during the hiatus will cause millions of people globally to starve. So stock up on dry foods and grains, you dummy. And this will be a global problem after the Corona-chan hiatus, since there will be massive crop failures of all the farms that were left unattended during the hiatus. And now we have left out the elephant in the room, and we have to address it. Crime. Uncontrollable crime, especially looting, murder, vandalism, and RAPE will be prevalent during this month of hiatus because security will be non-existent and many psychos will take advantage of this awful situation to do whatever the hell they want, as already seen in Italy. Now, say that you survived all that insanity. Now, congratulations, fellow pleb. Welcome to the Great Depression of the new 20s. So I hope that the massive resurgence, as much as you hope so, that this massive resurgence in armed nationalism won't ride the muffins of Corona-chan and make the new 20s turn out just like the old 20s. Enjoy your post-Corona-chan world, fella healthy young person, and I wholeheartedly consider normie outrage of Corona-chan to be justifiable.